Breaking now at 11, at least one person has been shot at an apartment complex in College Park. And just blocks away from the complex, there was a shooting involving police. Atlanta News First anchor Joe Gorcho is live along West Fayetteville Road and Norman Drive. This isn't too far from North Clayton Middle School. Joe, what can you tell us? Looks like a very active scene still out there.
Carly, like you mentioned, there are two areas of focus for this shooting investigation. Let's start with where I'm standing right now on Norman Drive. This is where College Park Police tells us a shooting involving an officer took place earlier this evening. In fact, as you can tell, it's still very much an active investigation. This was not the case at the 10 o'clock hour. Here at 11, we're seeing evidence markers off in the distance as this portion of Norman Drive by West Fayetteville Road remains blocked off at this hour, with detectives still working the scene here. A major with College Park Police told us that the shooting is related to a separate shooting investigation at an apartment complex off West Fayetteville Road. So let's take you now with some video here. This was across the street, a couple blocks from this shooting here off Norman Drive is this apartment complex. When we arrived around 8:30, we saw multiple police vehicles and detectives speaking with residents. We spoke with someone who says she's the mother of a woman who was shot at that apartment complex earlier this evening. She told me that her daughter was not shot by police, but by somebody else. She told us her daughter is okay shortly after she spoke with detectives, and right before she told us she was going to the hospital to check on her daughter. I also had a chance to speak with two witnesses who told us they saw a heavy police presence around 7 o'clock tonight, and shortly after seeing cop cars rush into the neighborhood, they heard gunshots coming from Norman Drive, which is nearby where we are standing currently. So this is where they said the eyewitnesses, they heard the shooting coming from this direction. So we're, of course, working to learn more about the circumstances of the shooting involving the officer here, and, of course, the shooting that took place at that apartment complex you just saw. And, of course, if anyone else was injured or if anyone else is in custody or arrested in relation to what took place earlier tonight. We'll continue to work on getting those answers from investigators throughout the night and, of course, into the morning. Live from College Park, I'm Joe Gorcho, Atlanta News First.